seconds away on Studio 5.
I brought your flag.
Going behind the scenes of the film In Our Hands, The Battle for Jerusalem, with the director.
There are so many amazing human stories. I didn't want to do a dry documentary.
Mota, I just started this job 10 months ago. Now you want me to plan an entire war in 2 days?
And we're sitting down with members of the cast.
Did you learn anything new about the Six-Day War while filming this?
The movie showed me that it's not like we learned in the school.
Studio 5 is in Israel, and it starts now. And welcome to Studio 5. We've left the studio this week and come to Jerusalem for a special show on the new film In Our Hands. It's a documentary about Israel's Six-Day War. If you aren't familiar with the story and don't know why it's important, you've come to the right place. We're going to tell you it all. But first, let's begin as we do every week with a look at the top 5 stories in uplifting entertainment news. Here's a look at number 5 and 4. At number 5.
The first time I laid eyes on you, I thought, here's a woman out of my league, but I'm feeling overconfident.
My favorite things about you are your ability to make me laugh in the most ridiculous situations.
In a People magazine exclusive, comedian Jim Gaffigan's wife Jeannie reveals she successfully underwent brain surgery for a tumor last month and says the health crisis brought her closer to God.
Love your wife, your writing partner, partner in parenting, partner in crime, Jeannie.
Jim and Jeannie say they're now using this time to teach their children new lessons in compassion. Now to number 4.
When I was born to coal miner's daughter.
Answered prayers for Loretta Lynn. The 85-year-old country music legend leaves the hospital to begin rehabilitation a little more than a week after she had a stroke at her Tennessee home. Her website says she's doing great, but her shows are still being postponed.
We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing that Daddy made sure of.
That's a look at number 5 and number 4. The countdown continues in just a bit. This year marks the 50th anniversary of Israel's Six-Day War. And for a look at its significance, here's your Studio 5 101. And now that you understand the significance of the Six-Day War, here's a look at the making of the film In Our Hands, your very first look.
We shall destroy Israel and its inhabitants.
Our goal is clear, to wipe Israel off the map.
The Syrian army, with its finger on the trigger, is united. I believe the time has come to begin a battle of annihilation.
The Jewish nation's survival hinged on a war that would last only 6 days. Those days are relived in the film In Our Hands, The Battle for Jerusalem, through the compelling stories of Israeli paratroopers.
If you live here, you won't be coming back.
But if I don't leave, none of you will be coming back.
On location at Ammunition Hill, We talked with actors Idan Barkai and Sharon Friedman. Sharon plays 55th Brigade Commander Motagur. Idan plays Chief Intelligence Officer Arik Akman. Ishai Ben Moshe plays 71st Battalion Commander Yoram Zamosh.
I brought you a flag. This flag flew in the old city before we left. When you get to the wall, I want you to hang this flag.
Of course. It will be our honor.
Action.
Guiding these emotional scenes, producer and director Erin Zimmerman.
I told them when we get orders, we will go to the Western Wall. And this is the flag we will hang there. The soldiers are shouting, and the next bus was joining in even more loudly. And I really had a feeling that they were ready, and that they were willing to do whatever it takes.
And you can catch the film in theaters on May 23rd. It's a special event you won't want to miss. Ahead on this special edition of Studio 5.
We shall destroy Israel and its inhabitants.
In Our Hands director.
There are so many amazing human stories.
Shares more behind-the-scenes stories on the making of the film. And welcome back to this special edition of Studio 5, coming to you from Jerusalem. Let's continue our countdown of the top 5 stories in uplifting entertainment news. Here are the next 2. At number 3.
He is the wimpy kid.
There's one thing I've learned from my years of being a kid, it's that you have zero control over your own life.
The 4th film in the popular Diary of a Wimpy Kid series hits theaters this weekend with an all-new cast, including Alicia Silverstone and Tom Everett Scott as the parents, Charlie Wright as a big brother, and 12-year-old Jason Drucker now in the leading role of Greg.
Come on, Greg!
Greg! Well, you said you wanted to get the boat on the water this summer.
At number 2.
Hard to believe that Dolly Parton, icon, country music singer, actress, came from such humble beginnings.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this show, because people like me have to come from somewhere.
Legendary singer Dolly Parton is sharing more of her life in a new book, Dolly on Dolly, Interviews and Encounters with Dolly Parton. She recalls overcoming a time of profound depression, even once picking up a gun and contemplating suicide.
Now, you started singing in your grandfather's church. He was a minister. How vivid are those memories today?
Oh, very vivid. I keep all that stuff very close to my heart. I mean, I grew up knowing Jesus loved me, and I knew that through God all things were possible, and I just grew up with those little things that we just heard all the time. My grandpa was a really good preacher. He used to scare me a little bit.
Production for In Our Hands took just under a year to complete, and one of the most pivotal battle scenes was shot right here at Ammunition Hill. I sat down with the film's director, Erin Zimmerman, for this week's Studio 5 interview.
Action.
Caused me deep sorrow on the night in 1947.
And where is our Jericho? Have we forgotten it? And where is the other bank of the Jordan River?
Erin, you direct this film. Why tell the Six-Day War story now?
Well, first of all, just on the lowest level, this year, 2017, is the 50th anniversary of the Six-Day War. It was 1967. So we thought, what better time to do it? And there are so many amazing human stories. I didn't want to do a dry documentary, where you have old footage and you're saying, well, this regiment moved here and this regiment moved here. That's a lot of people like that, but there are different ways to tell the story. I wanted to do a personal story about the men, find some of the survivors and hear their personal stories and things that wouldn't be in the history books.
This is such a significant piece of Israel's history, the Middle East history. Were you intimidated taking on this project?
No, and I probably should have been. I was more intimidated by the fact that I had to get it all done in a year. That's what was intimidating. No, sometimes I have so much work. If I stop to think about it, I will be intimidated, and all along it was, these guys made it so easy, the actors, and I can't say enough about my producer, Sharon Shavit. We hired an Israeli production company to do everything. I was the only American there. And so they took care of everything, and they really made my job easy. All I had to do was, and I kept trying to do other things, and they'd say, Erin, go sit at your monitor. Go sit, we have it.
So the paratroopers abandoned them and proceeded on foot. Most of them had not been trained for trench warfare.
The battle scenes that we see are gripping. Tell me, I guess, that process. How hard was it to reenact and make that come alive on film?
It took an enormous team of people. We did many scouts of this place. My director of photography and I, we came here several times, and we would literally walk the battlefield, walk the trenches, and say, okay, we have this scene, can we do this here? Let's do it up here. We took every angle into account. We had a joke on our set. It only took them 4 hours to fight the Battle of Ammunition Hill. It took us 26 hours to film it. My first AD referred to it as Hotel California. You can check out when you like, but you can never leave. I think this was the most challenging part for our crew to film, because they had to wire so many explosives. There were bazookas, there were bullets, there were bombs going off. We actually, the bunker that was bombed in the actual war, they let us come in and stage our explosions in the very same bunker. They let us use the half-track that Mota Gur rode in on. They let us use the tank over there. They let us, you know, go in the trenches and stage and bloody it up and everything. And so it was, for the crew, I will say that was probably the most challenging.
Was it difficult to narrow down which scenes you were going to reenact or dramatize?
When I read these men's stories, they really had specific scenes in their lives that were very pivotal, and they jumped off the page. And so those were really the ones that I took. Then when I would interview the people, those were the ones that I would have them talk about. So it wasn't hard. It was probably harder to narrow down which people I would interview.
The people that you did interview, watching some of them, it was amazing to me how vivid their memories were of something that was 50 years ago. Can you take me back, I guess, to being in their presence and hearing those answers? What was it like? I mean, just...
It was really amazing. This is sort of, we live in sort of the selfie generation where everybody's a star and they want to tell you on Facebook what they ate for lunch that day and what they did. And these guys are different. They'll tell you their stories, but you know what I heard most often? One of them said to me, you have a film with a bunch of 70-year-old and 80-year-old men talking. Who's going to watch this?
Oh, wow.
And I said, you do not know my audience in America. Okay, so Christians in America, don't make me a liar. Watch this movie.
For sure.
But they don't know how fascinating their stories are. And I actually had one man at the end of the interview say, well, I hope I didn't bore you too much. And I went, are you kidding? I won't have those kinds of stories in my lifetime, you know.
Of course, this being a film about war, there's a lot of darkness in it. But I felt like there's also a lot of light in the film as well. Is my assessment correct, and was that intentional?
It was intentional to end on a high note, but it was also my intention not to give an empty, hey, yay, war, we won, because there was so many casualties.
Absolutely.
And there were so many injuries, and people who both mentally and physically were never the same after that war. So you can't just say, hey, you know, it's not like the crowds cheering on VE Day. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to have, and at the end, we have some paratroopers saying, hey, I woke up in the hospital and I was angry. I felt like somebody screwed up having me where I was. Then we have other guys saying, you know, I live this every day. This is my whole life. I got to liberate Jerusalem. But I really wanted the men to tell the real things. I was in pain. I got my face blown off, you know, because war has a price and nobody wants war. And one of my favorite things is what Alon Wald, who runs Ammunition Hill, whose father was killed in the Battle of Ammunition Hill. One of my favorite parts of the film is what he says. There's a scene where after the Battle of Ammunition Hill, the Jordanians have fled and they've left behind their dead. And Alon Wald looked back at this and he said, you know, this isn't Sparta. We don't glorify death. We don't glorify war. This is Israel. We glorify life. And I think that's what I wanted to come out of this film.
In Our Hands is a wonderful film, but it might surprise you, filmmaking wasn't in Erin's life plan. More on that coming up later in the show. Up next on Studio 5.
Mota, I just started this job 10 months ago. Now you want me to plan an entire war in 2 days? Yes? I'm at the university full time. I'm about to take my final exam. So, you'd better get to work.
Up close with the actors who bring the real-life stories of paratroopers to the big screen. And welcome back to Studio 5. We are continuing our countdown of the week's best uplifting entertainment stories. Here's a look at number 1. At number 1, In Our Hands, The Battle for Jerusalem marks the 50th anniversary of the Six-Day War.
If you leave here, you won't be coming back.
But if I don't leave, none of you will be coming back.
Production for In Our Hands took just under a year to complete, and one of the most pivotal battle scenes was shot right here at Ammunition Hill.
We did the shooting on this Jeep right here. This was actually originally Mota Gur's Jeep, the character played by Sharon.
The CBN Documentaries film is in theaters Tuesday. And that is a look at number 1 this week for Studio 5, coming to you this week from Jerusalem. You know, much of the film In Our Hands is told from the perspective of paratroopers. I had the opportunity to sit down with 3 of the actors in the film. So first off, welcome back to Ammunition Hill. You guys were here just a few months ago.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to be back?
We had a great experience shooting this movie, so it's good to see all the friends again. We did the shooting on this Jeep right here. This was actually originally Mota Gur's Jeep, the character played by Sharon. Now you want me to plan an entire war in 2 days? Yes? I'm at the university full time. I'm about to take my final exam. So, you'd better get to work.
Sharon, you play Colonel Mata. How would you describe him?
What can I say? I think he's a good general. He was good for his soldiers.
Idan, you played Arik Achman. How would you describe him?
I couldn't find a lot about Arik Achman, and I didn't get the chance to interview him before doing this role. The moment where the movie meets him, he was in a place that he thought he was finished with this part of his life, and he was just, how do they say in The Sopranos? They pulled me back in. I thought I was out. They pulled me back in.
It's The Godfather, but it's the same.
Well, I know. Well, I'm the Sopranos generation.
Yeah.
You're the Godfather generation.
You're young. You're young.
Were you nervous about portraying people who people celebrate and are heroes?
When you're doing a character who is, when it's based on a true story, so you feel obligated to honor that person. Arik Achman is such a great person. I was humbled, you know. I just tried to do my best, tried to give out the emotion and the tension of the moment I was in.
The two characters you play became close. Did this film bring you two close, or
Definitely.
Did you know each other before?
We knew each other before, but I just waited. I always wanted us to be friends. And this movie, this was the real purpose of this movie. Actually, they said, Sharon and Idan, they need to do something together. Let's do something.
Sitting here with you, I'm kind of getting a hint at what things may have been like on the set. You guys play serious roles and some...
We were extremely serious, also behind the scenes.
Really?
Extremely serious. This is a very serious matter, very serious part of our history.
Tell me, I guess, in terms of the Six-Day War, how knowledgeable were you about what happened before coming to the film?
I had the knowledge of what I learned in school, and I did some research. So I had I believe enough information. There's always more to learn, but everything I needed, I asked Sharon to give me the background.
This period of time, this month or this week, or all this area took us until now, you know. We are still in the same place. It's supposed to be ours forever, you know. I hope for our people and country that it will be peace and some arrangement can be done. But you know, my grandfather, grandfather Aaron, was in the siege on Jerusalem, like in 48 or something before, and he was telling about it for me, to me when I was young, and it was like, you know, it's like unbelievable that I'm playing like the one that you know, released the city and take it back, which is the place that my grandfather used to be here, like, you know, unprotected.
We found ourselves in the home of a family named Cohen. The father is a lawyer. He and his wife have 2 daughters in high school, and a grandmother who is 80 years old. I'm explaining to her what our mission is about.
It's possible that we will get into the old city. In a few days, we could be at the Temple Mount and Western Wall.
Yishai, you play Yoram Zamosh. Tell me about him. Who is he?
Yoram Zamosh was a commander in the paratroopers who led his group to the city. He has a lot of love to Israel. He loved the Jewish people. It was a mission to him to do this when he told that they were going to enter the city.
How did you prepare for that role?
I myself was in the army in the paratroopers, so I could give my input to the part and the movie. I tried to bring me to the situation that he been through, and understand it more and more through his eyes and my eyes.
This being such a critical part of this country's history, what was it about the story and retelling it that made you want to be a part of it?
This is the first time I'm here since I was in the army.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very special for me. I'm very honorable to do it, first of all, to be part of it, and to let people in the world to see it, what we came through, and I hope it will touch people.
Producers of the film also take a look at the Six-Day War from other perspectives. Check out my blog to learn more about how you can get that. And still to come on Studio 5, a powerful word from the film's director, Erin Zimmerman, who never set out to be a filmmaker. And welcome back to Studio 5. We are just about out of time for this show, so let's look ahead to next week.
He's really good to snuggle with.
Agnes, what are you doing?
Since you don't have a job, I just wanted to help.
Get ready for a season of summer blockbusters. What film you think will make us laugh the hardest this summer?
I think Baywatch.
Why are we in the morgue?
Someone's coming.
What do we do now? Now we hide. Where?
I'm laying on a dead old lady. Our drawers are empty. Why'd you pick that drawer?
Something just tripped on me. It's just a little dead man's fat. Stop being a baby. That's it. I'm out.
Now that's just one story from next week's rundown. As for the final word for this show, I'm giving that final word to the film's director, Erin Zimmerman. She has a powerful word about your purpose and how to find it.
I firmly believe that every person is put on this planet for a purpose. Whether you believe in God or not, and I do believe in God, I believe that each person was created for a specific thing to do. It might be a doctor, it might be a lawyer, it might be a store clerk, it might be, you know, a dog walker. Whatever your purpose is, I think you should find it and fulfill it. And I have met a lot of people who say, oh, I knew from a child that I wanted to do such and such. And I prepared for it, and I thought, wow, you are so lucky. Because my life took so many different directions that I did not prepare for or foresee, and I sometimes think, God didn't tell me that ahead of time because he didn't want to scare me. He just pulled me along a little bit at a time, do this and this, and oh, finally you'll end up where I want you to be, you know. So that's, I say just go with it. If you have an open door in front of you, always take it. Always take it.
When God opens a door, you must absolutely walk through it. That's a good word and the final word for this edition of Studio 5. Until next time, reach out and touch me at Ephraim Graham on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. and then come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Bye-bye.